back to the Maile Behind The Scenes podcast. This is Becca here today with our very special star grad, Logan Cobbs.
Hi.
Hello, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing great. Wrapping up the end of the school year. How's that been for you?
It's been great. I mean, it's been a little stressful with exams and stuff, but I'm just so excited for summer, so I can't wait for that.
Yes, freshman year in high school, right?
Yes.
Are you ready for sophomore year?
Yes. Well, actually, I'm a little nervous for sophomore year, but I know it's gonna be great. So.
You got it, dude. So let's get to know you. First off, other than acting, tell us about yourself.
A little bit about me is that I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. I am 14 years old and I am in student council at my high school, which is really, really fun.
Really?
Yes.
Awesome. What else about you? What else do we not know about Logan?
Traveling. I've gone to a bunch of different countries like Brazil.
No way.
Yes, Korea, and I've also gone to Holland. My family's from there. It's in the Netherlands.
What?
Yes.
What's that like? Do you have a culture shock going out of the U.S. borders?
Yeah, it's definitely different, but it's just so cool to see even it's funny because every time I go there, I always look for the McDonald's because
they have McDonald's outside of the U.S.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yes, every time I travel somewhere,
the
one fast food place it's guaranteed to have is McDonald's.
Does it taste different?
Usually tastes the same depending on what you get, but a lot of times their menu changes. So if you're somewhere like France, they have a Mick baguette or something
Wow.
They have so many things. It just really depends where you are. They'll have stuff that fits in with the culture of where you are.
Is their McDonald's better than ours?
Yeah, they're really cool too. They're they'll have sometimes they have 3 floors. It really depends where you go, but they're really nice.
Sheesh, I might gotta take a trip out there and go get me a McNugget bag or something. That's so awesome. Yeah. Now, tell us about the programs you took at the Maile School. I know you've taken a lot, like the workshops and the teen acting and the image and confidence. Tell us about all that.
I really have. I've taken so many. I think I'm also doing a class with Roxy right now, the callback and commercial class, and it's
love Roxy.
Been so helpful with even auditions because at first I was a little scared to get outside my comfort zone during the auditions, even if it was just a camera because I didn't know what I could do.
Yeah,
what I couldn't
that's understandable.
Do.
Yeah.
But knowing you just gotta pretty much give it your all and think outside the box, and it really has helped so much.
Yeah.
I've also taken workshops with Jim.
You've taken many. I always see your name on the list.
Many workshops with Jim.
Yeah.
But they've been challenging, but they're so helpful every time I go. I feel I learn so much, especially image and confidence class too. It really has helped with my confidence and advanced.
I love that program.
I know.
It's so good. Great. It's so good.
And
every teenager, everyone should take that class. It's so awesome.
No, it is really fun. And also the teen advanced acting class, that really did help with my memorization skills because we did a lot of monologues in there and scenes, and honestly, I don't think my memory would be as good without that class, but it is really good now.
That class was awesome, and I was in class with you. You're amazing.
Thank you. Oh
my gosh.
You're so good too.
Thank you.
Also, but the beginning class, teen acting class, really did help me get outside my comfort zone and really just open the door to acting because I met so many nice people there, and it really helped me get comfortable in front of the camera.
I love that. Great. And you learn all the basics and the fundamentals of what it's like getting into the industry, and a lot of people take it not just for getting into the industry and becoming an actor, but also the confidence stuff. And it's super nice to see people grow and change over the 12
it
weeks.
Really is,
oh my gosh. Everyone comes in all shy and barely talking, but then literally 20 minutes later after you guys do some icebreakers, it's super fun.
I know.
Make many friendships. I still talk to people who I took classes with years ago.
No, same. I'm still in touch with a lot of people that I had a class with. And I think honestly it just helps you build good friendships and good connections with people.
Absolutely.
And even the teen advanced acting class, it helps with your getting an agent too because
the showcase.
Yes, the showcase. I got signed with an agency there, and
really,
it's great.
That's
I think
so awesome.
It puts you out there.
Absolutely,
for sure.
And you get to work with different people, different ages, and that's good. That's a good next step after the basic program for sure. Now, what made you enroll to the Maile School?
So what made me enroll to the Maile School, like I said earlier, I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, and when I lived in Atlanta, I did background, which Oh my gosh, background, and like it helps so much with your on-set experience.
Oh, absolutely.
And it makes you just more comfortable knowing when you have to go on set, and you're like, oh, I already know what it's like. I already know how
I've
to
done
behave.
this before.
It's like it just helps so much if you're looking for just to get some money or just to get some experience on set. I think background's a great way to go. But what really brought me here is that, you know, I moved here around COVID, so I wasn't really doing much because, you know, everything was
everything shut down.
Yeah, everything was like shut down. So I was like, I need to do something. I have nothing to do. So I was like, you know, maybe I should get back into acting. I've taken a really long break. So I went to go look for classes, and the Maile School popped up, and I was like, great reviews.
Ding ding.
And I looked through the Instagram. I'm like, wow, this looks really fun. And I came here and did not disappoint. So
hey, we're happy to have you. Awesome. Now tell us what you learned in the classes and like what's been the hardest or most challenging part.
Well, I've learned a lot in so many different classes. Image and confidence. It really taught me how to be confident and just how to project yourself in front of others, because body language is such an important thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. And I've also, you know, learned how to understand a character, and I've learned how to memorize and many tactics on how to memorize, which have helped me so much. I've also learned how to just, you know, just be in front of a camera and keep smiling. But I think one of the more challenging things is, like, you know, when I do a workshop with Jim.
Yeah.
And it's like you do, like, harder scenes, and you really have to learn how to understand the character.
Yeah, a lot of emotion.
Yeah, a lot of emotion.
Yeah.
And it's like if you don't understand the character who you're playing, you could tell just the minute you start.
Exactly.
So I think it could always be challenging with that, but, you know, you just get through it, and it's been great.
Awesome. I love that. And I love how a lot of the stuff you learn throughout the classes and with the different teachers that we switch through, you can take what you're learning and apply that not to just your scene, not to just your monologue, not to just your commercial, but in life.
Yes,
like,
in life,
when it comes to, you know, job interviewing, like, we teach interviewing skills here, or the confidence thing, like getting out of your shell and meeting new people and embracing who you really are. Like, that's what we're all about.
No, it really does help.
Very
in
well-rounded, yeah.
outside world, because even for like student council, it's my freshman year, and we're starting elections again for the next year, and we've had interviews to do. And I remember in the image and confidence class we learned how to do interviews, so I used that during my interview, and they were like, well, you're good and you can run. So I was super excited about that. So it does help.
Absolutely. Okay, Logan, now tell us some of your favorite movies.
So some of my favorite movies, I really love, like, you know, Pixar, Disney movies, like,
oh yeah,
the
throwbacks.
Yes, The Princess and the Frog, Cars. Oh my gosh, I love that movie so much. It's like something I could, you know, just always go and watch.
Yeah.
But for like the live movies, I really like the movie Little Woman, like the most recent one.
Okay.
It's such a good movie, and the acting in it is just great. And I feel like it's always like a movie I can go back and watch, and it's so cute. I
gotta see it. Where can you watch it?
You can watch it, I think.
Netflix?
I don't know if it's on Netflix. I think you could watch it on Hulu though, but I'm really not sure anymore.
Gotcha.
Because it's like I just go wherever to find it.
Uh-huh.
But also, Beautiful Boy is a really good movie. It's a sad movie, but the acting in it is so good. It's with Timothy Chalamet and Steve Carell. Yes,
it's good.
I know it's good, and honestly, like, I could watch it and I'm like, wow, that acting is just, it's insane.
Impeccable.
Yeah. For favorite actor though, I'm gonna have to go with Zendaya.
Oh,
I love
Zendaya.
Yeah,
she's so awesome.
I love her so much because, you know, I used to watch her on like Disney and stuff.
Shake it up. OG.
Exactly. And it's crazy just to see how much she's grown just as an actor and
model, singer, dancer.
She does it all. It's crazy, and I feel like she's such a diverse actor because she did The Greatest Showman, and that was a lot of like she was like on, I don't even know what
trapeze.
Yes, it was so cool, and I was like, oh my gosh,
very different styles. Yeah,
there's so many things she's done, and it's just so impressive.
Awesome. Now, I know you've been booking stuff since you started acting. Tell us about like your bookings and success.
So I did one short film, like, you know, it was a supporting role, but that was the first thing I've ever done, and right now I'm currently working on an independent film, which is super exciting. But it's been great, honestly, because, you know, I've gotten to work with so many different people, and I've learned so much, just like with working with other people, because the way the independent film I'm doing right now works, we film every weekend. Okay. So it's like, and every time you film, it's not always the same people. So you're constantly, each weekend, you could be working with someone you've never met. And I think it's just great because even, like, you'll be with them all day and it's like you've known them for forever.
I find
It's
that,
so-
like, very common.
Yes.
I don't know, it's so easier, like, so much easier to meet people when it comes to, like, being on set.
Yes.
Because it's, like, that's, like, breaking the wall. You know what I mean?
Because it's already, like, you know something about each other. You guys both love acting because you guys are both there.
Exactly.
And it's so much, I feel like it's so much easier to talk to someone you know that likes something you like.
Exactly.
And that's why it's just easy
We're
to
here for the
bounce
same
off.
reason.
Yes, exactly.
Awesome. Do you find it, like, different watching movies or TV shows or commercials after taking acting classes and, like, after being on set? Like, like, I could see myself playing that character. Or, like, oh, like, I know what that experience is like. Or you watch movies, like, differently.
No, definitely, for sure. Even before, like, I was on set and stuff and I had just, like, taken classes, it's like every time an actor would do something, I felt like I could see their thought process behind doing it.
You know, what tools and resources were put into creating that.
And it's like every time you watch something after being on set or just taking a class, it's like, you know, it's like, I feel like, you know, I could do that too because you know what they're doing to get to that point.
Yeah, like, I've been in that same situation. Yeah, that's so cool, though.
Yes, it is. It's so cool.
Awesome. Now, what's your favorite thing about acting?
My favorite thing about acting is that it's constantly changing. For me, it's because I feel like if I just had, like, you know, a life where I eat, sleep, then just
eat, sleep, school, repeat.
I just get bored after doing the same thing over and over. So the fact that with acting, you, like, I couldn't tell you next week what I'll be doing. Yeah. But it's like that just keeps me going because I just love excitement and I love change. So it's constantly doing that for me and it just makes me want to keep doing it.
And always, like, auditions. Those alerts come through and you're like, oh, what are you doing after school? Oh, I'm about to film an audition.
Exactly.
That happens to me. That's hilarious.
Oh, no, it happens to me too.
Exactly. Now, where do you want to be in 3 years? What's your future? Like, where do you see yourself in 3 years?
In 3 years, so, you know, I'll be a senior.
Oh my gosh.
In high school. But the goal is to pretty much in 3 years just to hopefully spend more time in, like, California and Atlanta and places like that and build connections with people and just keep doing auditions and working because if I say, like, past 3 years, I could not tell you a clue where I would be. But, like, the goal is to either get, like, a business degree too in college. So I always know that stuff because I feel like that's very helpful to know, like, just to be able to read your own contracts and understand what you're signing and stuff than just, like, signing and hoping you know what you're signing.
Exactly.
So I think pretty much I'm just going to try to keep growing and get experience and make great connections with people.
Awesome. Yes. I love that for you. You're doing awesome and I'm so excited to see where you'll be 3 years from now.
Thank you.
Okay. And that is all the questions I have for you, Logan. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me today.
Of course. And we will see you guys next time on the Maile Behind the Scenes podcast. Bye.